Campus. Cody Cousins is known as the shooter, but to others he's known as a friend. News 18's Elizabeth Rentschler spoke to one of those friends today. Elizabeth?
Well, Dan, Purdue student Tom Novak says he was surprised to hear about the campus shooting, but perhaps even more surprised to hear he knew the shooter. He tells me Cousins is a friend he never thought was capable of doing something like this. Tom Novak was in his Purdue University literature class when he heard there was a shooting on campus.
A lot of rumors were circulating. We thought there was 2 shooters at one point.
It wasn't until several hours later that Novak learned the alleged identity of that shooter, and that shooter was his friend.
Cody, I can't believe it. Cody, I'm very surprised, man.
Novak says he met Cody Cousins through his roommate last summer. He describes Cousins as a friendly guy, one with a small social circle, and one who always acted like he had something to prove.
You could tell there was always a lot going behind his head. He was very, I don't want to say argumentative, but, he used to always play devil's advocate. When he had a point, he always would argue it. He was, he's kind of like if he was right, he was right.
Novak says since he's known Cousins, he's always been a calm person.
He wasn't violent. That's the thing. He never, threatened anyone. So, I really don't know what the situation was between him and the victim.
But Novak says he does know one thing. Cousins is a smart guy and a guy who Tuesday made a not so smart decision.
Whatever happened to him that turned him to something so sinister, it's surprising, and I guess it just shows to show that, you never can tell.
Tom Novak also told me that never once during their friendship did Cousins ever mention anything about guns or owning a gun. We're still unsure tonight if the gun used in today's shooting was in fact owned by Cousins. Elizabeth Rentschler, News 18.